Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? Let me tell you a quick little story that has nothing and everything to do with the future of our world and how you fit into it. In 1917, the United States faced a huge problem. They were working hard to compete in the industrialized economy, and there was a shortage. Not a shortage of oil or coal or other natural resources, a shortage of people, specifically obedient factory workers. The solution to this economic dilemma? It was an experiment of sorts. It hadn't been done before, until someone thought of it. Mandatory public school. Unfortunately, the initial purpose of the United States public school system was not to inspire children or generate scholars. And it wasn't created for dreamers, people who color outside the lines, break the rules, and challenge the status quo. The public school system of the early 1900s was invented to create a nation full of adults who would obediently do their jobs in the factory assembly lines. Teaching kids to sit in straight rows and scheduling the entire day with the ringing of bells wasn't by chance. Punishing those who didn't conform was purposeful. These were the skills they would need to join the labor force. Intentional or not, this early method of turning dreamers into workers was an investment in the nation's economic future. And it worked. This then led to several generations of productive, fully employed workers. But it isn't working anymore. Why? Our economy has changed. We don't live in an industrialized economy anymore. We live in a connected economy. Right now, there are more users on Facebook than there were people on the planet 200 years ago. Technology has made it possible for us to connect with people, ideas, and information from anywhere in the world instantaneously. And as a result, our economies have expanded from localized towns and communities to the entire world. We have globalized trade in nearly every way. In the past, the obedient, do-what-you're-told without question people were rewarded for working hard and putting their dreams aside in order to toe the line. They were given well-paying jobs that led to long-term careers. They were guaranteed pensions, benefits, and the promise that they would always be taken care of. And they were. But that promise is gone for most of us today. Even if you have a white-collar job, the majority of white-collar workers are still working in a factory. Instead of operating a sewing machine or welding a widget, they now push pencils, type on keyboards, or process paperwork. It's still factory work because the entire focus of the day is spent on increasing productivity, which leaves little room for creativity, spontaneity, or individuality. The educated, hard-working masses are still doing what they're told, but they're no longer getting what they deserve. Even if you do everything you are told to do today, graduate from high school, go to college, get a degree, work hard in whatever job you can find, if you're lucky enough to find one, you're not guaranteed anything. Companies are being forced to change or die right now. Layoffs happen much more often than job openings appear, and the highest paying jobs are disappearing or heading overseas at an alarming rate. If you have a job where your boss tells you exactly what to do, he or she will always find someone cheaper than you to do it. Did you know that the average length of a job today is about 4.5 years? Contrast that to the 1960s when it was 40 years. The connected economy rewards a different group of people. It rewards the people who see things differently, who don't conform, people who have ideas that no one else has, people who are willing to work hard but know that the old way of doing things is broken. The connected economy rewards you not for being a cog in the wheel of life, but for standing up and reaching out. The connected economy rewards the connectors. Whether it's connecting a person to a person, a business to a business to a product, or a product to a person, those who learn how to connect are the ones who will survive and excel in the connected economy. That is how the world has changed. It's not about to change. It already has. Things are different now, and they're not going back to the way they used to be. Look at Facebook. What's their product? It's you. Your network, your information, your ideas, they all have value. Does Facebook pay you for the money they make selling your information to advertisers? No. But we still use it because we have an innate desire to connect with people. In fact, neuroscientists have found that we are actually hardwired to connect with each other. Some people know how to leverage this innate ability in today's economy, but most don't. And because they don't know how to do it, most of them are paralyzed with fear, resisting the shift, despite clear indications telling them it's time to change. In 1917, a group of people performed an experiment that forever changed the way that we earned a living. The world today is facing another huge problem. We're facing a shortage of our own. Not a shortage of factory workers or consumers. The world has enough of those. We have a shortage today of dreamers and connectors. And so, we're holding our own little experiment. And you happen to be the subject of it. This 8-minute presentation was specifically designed to seek out and find the connectors around us. Those who recognize that we are on the brink of the next economic revolution, who are ready to thrive in the connected economy, and who are searching for the best way to do it. The internet and technology are rapidly changing the way that we do everything today, including how we make a living. It's not too late to embrace the change and find a way to make yourself relevant and profitable in our brave new world. And that's why we've invited you here today. We've created something that rewards you for connecting. It pays you for bringing people together behind a cause, product, or idea. And we have systematized it and made it so that you can do it from anywhere, with anyone, at any time. If you are passionate about helping people, if you are passionate about changing lives, if you want to position yourself to be a capitalizing force within the connected revolution instead of just a bystander, let's start now. Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? How about the moment you realized you could change with it? Are you ready for the details?
Hi, I'm Natalie Lewis, a former product of the world that you just heard about. I was just like everybody else. I went to school, I got an education, I went to college, I got a degree, I got a job, and I started working my way up the ranks in that company. The problem was that I found myself very unsatisfied with that lifestyle. I was a wife and a mother of children that I didn't see very often, and I felt like I wasn't living to my true potential. So what did I do? I became a connector. And over the course of the last 6 years, I have changed my entire life. I now work from home with my husband. We're together with our children all day long, and we live anything but a normal life. We are not the wake up and live by the alarm clock and go to work and live by the punch card type of people. We have a life of freedom, both of time and finances, and I encourage you to have the same. To do that, as you saw, you simply need to be able to connect people or people with products. I'm going to show you the opportunity to do both. To start, I want you to look at this one product, this one. See what you think about it, because if you could connect people with it, you've got a chance to change your life like I did. Right after you watch this, I'm going to come right back and tell you how financially rewarding it could be to connect that product to those you know. Take a look.
XFT is not just a fuel additive. XFT is a comprehensive fuel treatment. It has many additives in one that make it what it is.
It's going to improve your fuel economy, it's going to decrease your emissions, it's going to improve your horsepower and performance, and it's also going to enhance the longevity of the working life of your engine.
You'll see an increase in your performance right away.
The first thing I noticed was how well my truck ran.
I went from filling up about 5 times every month to 3 times a month.
My mileage has gone up about 4 miles a gallon in my car.
An additional 172 miles to the same tank.
I saved about $3,000.
I was getting 23 to 24 miles to the gallon. Now I'm getting approximately 30.
I own a transportation company. I actually save more money each year just using extreme fuel treatment than the average American household income brings in.
With the 10 truck company, for us, we can almost buy a truck a year just on our fuel savings.
This product saves me $100,000 every year.
It will save the persons who use this more money in fuel consumption than they're spending on the product.
By using XFT, you can also use a lower octane fuel.
I can actually drop down to the lower grade of fuel and get better than premium fuel at less than a regular price.
I got on the phone, I was calling everybody. Oh my God, I'm using low grade and the car's running better than ever.
That can save 10, 20, up to 30 cents or more per gallon.
Some trucking companies, the bigger ones, use it for the mileage.
I never turn a key without it.
Some people use it for the preventative maintenance.
The product's really keeping you out of shop as well.
I'm able to save on repairs. Repairs are a killer. You shut a truck down for one day just to fix a simple little fuel system problem. It's $1,000 just in downtime.
My motor smoothed back out, it quit running around.
I haven't been in the shop in over 2.5 years.
Some people use it for the environmental benefits.
World Council's coming together to discuss what has to happen for global emissions, setting goals to reduce it, but not having any game plan in place to help with that.
2 people just this past week alone that were failing emissions tests put this in and went back and passed the test. So it's an absolutely incredible product.
We shared it with a couple of our family members and friends, and when they came back to us and said, I don't know what you just gave me, but I can't afford not to have that, I want some more, then it just, a light bulb went on and we knew we had something.
Well, the product was actually invented originally in 1986.
It's been highly effective in the industrial mining industries for decades.
And this company has been using it now for nearly 15 years and treating hundreds and hundreds of millions of gallons of fuel per year using this product.
So they were getting an extra couple 100,000 hours out of all their machines.
They have data, books and books of data, that prove what this product has done for them.
There's really 7 main ingredients in XFT. The first one, and the most important, is the organometallic compound.
2 individuals won the Nobel Prize for organometallic chemistry.
That compound is what we call our burn rate modifier, because that's exactly what it does. It modifies the burn rate.
Burns at a more efficient rate, burns more of the available fuel.
Your fuel burns more completely, gives you more power, and you don't get the wasted fuel going out the tailpipe.
Additional to the burn rate modifier, we have the fuel stabilizer.
In your RV and your motorcycle, or in a gas can sitting in the garage through the winter, it has to have something in it because fuel does separate. There's the polymerization retardants that keep sludge from forming in your fuel tanks.
Especially in diesel fuel, when it sits for a while, diesel fuel begins to gel.
That keeps the fuel moving and keeps those solids from forming in your fuel system. XFT also has patented detergents.
We have 1 major detergent and 4 minor detergents to go along with our product.
When you get a dirty, clogged up engine, of course it's going to be sluggish and you're not going to get the power and you won't get the fuel mileage out of it that you're supposed to.
We have a lubrication agent in our product which helps lubricate all the injectors and the pistons and the rings and everything that goes associated with the engine.
As fuel quality declines, they're pulling lubricity out of our fuels.
With our product, it gives you the lubricity.
There'll be less friction and there'll be less wear and tear.
Having a rust and corrosion inhibitor in our product is very important. Anytime you put any liquids with a metal, you're going to get rust and you're going to get corrosion. Rust can flake off and then it goes into your fuel, clogs up the fuel line. Those types of things can happen.
And so our product helps eliminate that problem.
Wherever you put fuel, there's naturally going to be water there from condensation.
Water can destroy an injector very easily, even 1 drop of water.
We've got a water demulsifier which separates your water from your fuel so that you don't have fuel injector failure.
There's a lot of different products out there. Our product is different and you need to understand why we are different.
I bought a fuel stabilizer and I bought a catalyst and I bought a polymerization retardant and I had to buy 8 different products amounting to exactly, before tax, $62.
The product can be used in any type of fuels.
Amazingly, you can use XFT in both a petrol and a diesel, as well as a premix. In Ghana, we have the premix which we use on our boats.
It doesn't matter if it's fuel, diesel, Bunker C.
XFT can be used in any combustible engine.
And this is one that everybody can use.
A housewife taking kids back and forth to soccer.
Anyone from a 16-year-old kid who's paying for his own fuel
to an over-the-road trucker who's spending thousands and thousands of dollars a month in fuel expenses.
Anybody who drives a car.
Watercrafts, boats, snowmobiles, your four-wheelers, your motorcycles.
It works for everyone.
Use the product, save, and use the difference to do the other things that you need.
It will put more money in your pocket than you will ever spend buying it.
We have used this product in Ghana, and everybody who has used this product has come back to say, I want more.
It's a 100% money-back guarantee. It works every time. All my friends use it.
I challenge you to use the product because it's going to save you money, it's going to help your engine out, and you're doing something good for the environment.
What you just saw was an outstanding product with strong history, background, and a product that truly and genuinely works. Now, the number one question that I get asked is, well, if it's that good a product, why do you need me to connect people to it? Why not just stick it on the store shelves? The reason why is because the world's not just changing in the way that we work and get paid. The world's changing in the way that we learn about products and services. Think about it. When's the last time you watched a television show live? Nobody does that anymore. They record it, and what do you do to the commercials? You fast forward through them. When's the last time you just sat there and let the radio play through a string of commercials? Nobody does that. They change the channel. When's the last time you even listened to the radio? Studies show that the average person now listens to their iPod more than they listen to the radio. So how is anyone supposed to tell you about a genuinely good product? And how are you supposed to know what actually works? How are you supposed to decipher between a product that has history, science, and actual data to prove it's working versus a product that's just sitting on the shelf because somebody knew how to put it there? We are different because we have truly, genuinely great products, and you get the opportunity to simply connect other people to them. Whatever your passion is, you have the opportunity to follow it here. And not only do you get to connect people with these amazing products, but you also have the opportunity to help people change their life forever. I can't even tell you the amount of gratitude I have for the opportunity that I was given 6 years ago to change my life, to get out of the rat race and to truly, for the first time in my life, define what my life would be. Take that opportunity to connect people to an opportunity to change their life too. They're in the same boat as you. They're not financially satisfied. They are not satisfied with their time. And now's your chance to help them change that. And for all of this, for the opportunity to do this, this is not something that we're going to come and say you need to pay thousands of dollars. It's not like that. And it's not something where we're going to come tell you you need to educate yourself for the next 5 years to figure out how to make it all work. You're going to be a small business owner, but we're going to help you do it. We have systemized things so simply that anyone can do this anywhere at any time. And the way that works, it's this easy. We do all of it for you. All you have to do is a couple of simple pieces. Think about this. What if you didn't have to worry about setting up a business office, customer service, merchant services? You don't have to worry about taking credit cards or setting up websites or any of that. What if all of that was done for you? And all you had to do was for the basic cost of a little over $300, one time, you had the opportunity to plug into all of that and have it all done for you. And then people like myself who've done this for over 6 years will teach you exactly what you do to connect people to either the product or the opportunity. That's what this is about. Let me close by asking you one last question. If not you, then who? And if not now, then when? How long is it going to take for you to invest in you and change your life? Now is the time. Talk to the person who shared this with you, because what they're doing is connecting you to an opportunity to change your life forever. Take that chance.